What is going on, guys? Death here with another Monster Hunter World video, and seeing as Iceborne is right around the corner, I think it's time we talk about what we need to do to get into Iceborne as prepared as possible. Let me tell you guys a little something. I haven't been as active in Monster Hunter recently, thus I haven't been putting out as many videos, meaning I also gotta prepare for Iceborne, thus this video. Now, I'm gonna be sharing my 5 personal tips. These are the absolute best tips that you can get. I know there's videos out there giving you 10, 15, 20 tips. That's good and all, but these are the 5 tips you pretty much have to do if you want to tackle Iceborne, the best you can. Number 1 is unlocking as many of the items for the Botanical Research Center. This is very important. All these items are used to make potions, to make, antidotes, to make things that buff up your character. Overall, the Botanical Research Center is something you want to have developed as much as possible. I have several videos in the channel regarding all these different items, so make sure to check them out. Now, number 2 is also very important, and even though I'm stretching it a little bit, I think it's definitely going to work. What I'm talking about is stocking up on Wyverian prints. To be more precise, gold Wyverian prints. What do you do with Wyverian prints? You come to the Elder Melder and you exchange them for monster parts. The gold Wyverian prints being the rarest, you can exchange for the rarest part of a monster. And if Iceborne follows the same pattern we've seen with all other content that was added onto the game, the parts from these monsters will also be in the Elder Melder. We might have an Elder Melder in the Hoarfrost Reach, but at the end of the day, what I'm talking about is that we're still gonna see these brand new rare monster parts in the Elder Melder, or at least that's what I think, thus the reason to save gold Wyverian prints. And even if we don't get them, you can still craft really good armors. You still have a lot of Elder Dragon gems here. You still have things like Behemoth, Koltaroth gems. So overall, we have a lot of things and a lot of reasons to save gold Wyverian prints. That's why it's my second advice for you guys, and definitely a must if you want to go into Iceborne very, very well prepared. Now, the third one is also very important. I'm talking about armor spheres, all kinds of armor spheres. You're going to want to make sure you go out of your way and grind as many armor spheres as possible. As I said in the video, the summer festival is going on right now, so you want to make sure you go out of your way and hunt the specific quests that give you a whole bunch of them. The main one being the heavy and the hard armor spheres. You want to make sure you have a whole bunch of these, because even if for some weird reason in Iceborne you use different materials to level up your gear, you still want to be able to level up the gear you have now, so you go as prepared as you can. But I'm pretty sure we're still going to use this for the gear in Iceborne. Now, the next one is not as vital to the game as the other ones, but I still highly advise you go out of your way to get all the Palico Gadgets. That's right, Palico Gadgets offer a whole bunch of uses, and some of them will help you along the way. There are some that you don't really have to bother with because you will never use them, but there are others that will 100% make your life so much easier, especially if you're going into a brand new game. I mean, a brand new area to be more precise. And even though I'm sure we're all going to be using the Vigor Wasp, especially with the new revive mechanic that is going to get added, I still believe that some of these Palico Gadgets are very, very nice. The Choral Orchestra is very cool to get some buffs, and it helps out a ton, especially if you're a solo player. One of my personal favorite ones, especially now that we're going to be going into a new area, is going to be the Plunder Blade. It's going to help me get a whole bunch of extra pieces from a monster while I hunt. So I highly advise you go out of your way and get these. Now this one, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot skip over. You want to get all the mantles, seeing as they're going to save your life. And you also want to make sure you get all the boosters. Boosters are very nice and you're definitely going to need them, but the mantles, I repeat, the mantles are going to save your life. There's mantles for everything. Even though you're probably just going to use the Rocksteady, the Evasion, the basic mantles, there are still a lot of good ones, like the Iceproof mantle, Volcana, anyone. We're still going to have a whole bunch of different things to, help us out along the journey. So make sure you go out of your way, you get all your mantles and your boosters. This is another vital tip, and I highly advise you do not skip over this. You can see all the mantles and the boosters on my screen, so go out of your way and farm for them all. Now, the next one is a little tricky. I highly believe it's not necessary, but it helps out. And yes, I know I said the 5 tips that are necessary for Iceborne, but I wanted to throw in a little 2 that are just extra advice. Go out of your way and master your weapon. You want to make sure you're very good at a weapon. You want to make sure you know all the ins and out of a weapon, especially because in Iceborne we're going to get brand new moves. So you really don't want to go out there barely knowing a weapon only to get more moves added and be completely confused. So master your weapon is very important and a high tip when it comes to Iceborne, seeing as well we're going to get master rank. And the last bit of advice is the most tedious of all the Monster Hunter advices I could probably give you right now. Go out of your way and farm decorations. This is going to make your life a lot better because it's going to give you the freedom to use more pieces to make the builds you want. And that's pretty much it. 5 tips and 2 extra little advice from your boy Deathgun. Now, if you want to know more about Monster Hunter World Iceborne, or anything regarding Monster Hunter, let me know in the comment section below. For now, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Your boy Deathgun, out.